I owe Raq and her brother bullets to the head. Let me handle her.
Welcome back, ODHtv. We're going to talk about Raising Kanan Season 5, Episode 7. Episode 6 was a crazy episode. I loved it. I loved the way they had everybody leading with their emotions in that one. If you didn't see Episode 6, I made a short recap with a few predictions on what's going to happen in Episode 7. Also, check out my What Happens to Marvin video where I give you a few scenarios as to what might happen to him. Check it out before Episode 7 airs. But right now, I want to talk about what to expect in the next episode. The episode is entitled Penultimate, means second to last. Facing pressure from all sides, Raq struggles to maintain control as alliances crumble and Kanan's growing ruthlessness threatens his relationships. So Kanan being ruthless threatens his relationships, but with who? He already doesn't have a relationship with Raq. He doesn't have one with Marvin. Him and Jukebox are already falling out. So could that mean Breeze? We already know that Breeze wanted Kanan to relax for a minute and think strategically, but he just went off on his own thing. I don't see Stefano caring at all what bodies Kanan drops. And I know Jarita doesn't care. She took him to Flossie to go take her out. Let me know in the comments who you think they're talking about.
Anybody willing to bet against me is lost.
Raq's still angling for position. That could be Pino she's talking to. Can't tell. Very blurry. But she's still angling for position. And I think she sees the writing on the wall, but she doesn't care. She's not the type to want to walk away from anything until she's won.
But the streets ain't ours no more. We marks out here.
You know what's funny? That since the beginning of the show, Marvin was supposed to be the one that was messing up everything, never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity, all that type of stuff. And he made a lot of mistakes when it came to himself or when it came to things that had to do with business. It came to family and personal business. He's the only one that had the voice of reason. Even after he beat up Jukebox, he still fixed that with anger management. But even what happened with Lou, when Lou became a drunk, he took care of that. He was the voice of reason, helping Lou get back on the right path. And now with Raq spazzing out, he's the one that has to be the voice of reason to her. But she's just not listening. He sees the writing on the wall. He sees that there's nothing left for them in the streets. And that she's fighting a losing battle, but he's staying loyal. Loyal to her cause. Now when it comes to this shootout, I don't know if they're trying to fake us out in the trailer. I don't know if they're in the same place. They may be trying to fake us out and make us think that Marvin is having a shootout with Breeze. Marvin's crazy, but I don't think he's like Jerome in Snowfall, just walking into straight automatic fire. And this is the full picture of where Breeze is. He's in some type of garage. And when you look at it, he's spraying, not really aiming. So I don't know if he's just trying to damage property or what. But I'm not totally ruling out that they're not having a firefight. Let me know in the comments if you think this was some type of editing trickery.
Snaps and Pops need to see that you're dedicated.
I'm gonna handle it.
Snaps and Pops are back. We haven't really seen much of them. Now, I believe Snaps and Pop were Breeze's connect, but now Breeze has a new connect in Hafiz, which would seem to me that would cut out Snaps and Pop. Snaps told Breeze no side hustles like before, everything goes through them. And of course, Breeze didn't listen because he still has the side hustle with the pills that Snaps and Pop don't know about, and now he has a new connect with Hafiz. And this was done by Stefano, who's also cool with Snaps and Pop. So I don't know if they know about it already. Maybe Stefano went to Snaps and Pops and told them what's what. Or it's being done behind their backs. But Breeze saying Snaps and Pops want to know if you're dedicated. I don't believe anything that comes out of Breeze's mouth. So I don't even know if that statement even came from them. I talk about this in a video that I made a few weeks back, that I believed that Breeze was going to be manipulating Kanan for the rest of his short time on this side of the dirt. But it seems as though if this is the same scene, that Kanan is answering him by saying, I'm going to handle it. So this is probably after they find out what happened at the end of episode 6, where Raq and Marvin took out Hafiz's second in command, his boy, which to me didn't make any sense. I don't even understand the significance of doing that. Seemed like a very emotionally charged decision.
No, okay, fine.
She's gonna do something crazy, Kanan.
I also wonder if this conversation happened before the conversation we were just talking about with Kanan and Breeze. Because here we have Jukebox letting Kanan know that she knows who killed Famous. And I wonder if she's also going to bring up Crystal. Saying if they took out Famous, then they definitely took out Crystal. Why is Aisha back talking to Kanan about what Jukebox is about to do? And how does she know what Jukebox is about to do? Didn't Jukebox cut her off? But whatever it is, you look like she going to get somebody. That's the type of thing she was wearing when she flipped on them kids in the park.
Kanan just like the game. The more you push, the further away that shit gonna get.
Marvin's still loyal to the cause. He's still getting ready for war. But the question is, what is Raq finding out here that made her take off her glasses while talking to this unknown character? And of course, we got another hug from Jukebox that reminds us in Power that love gets you killed. But Marvin seems to be trying to warn Raquel about Kanan, saying that Kanan is just like the game. The more you push, the further away it gets. And he knows that she still loves her son, but he's letting her know that the more you go back at him with this petty nonsense, there's no way there's going to be any type of reconciliation.
The more you push, the further away that shit gonna get.
So this next episode, we're finally going to get this church episode. This is going to answer a lot of questions. So of course, I'm thinking at first, this is where Marvin's going to get taken out. This is where Kanan's going to do it. But looking at it, two things could happen here. Either he took out Marvin, or he took out somebody else that he thought was Marvin. Because when you look at it, he looks disappointed when he leaves. Look at it again. Maybe he took out the pastor. I'll show it to you normal speed, then I'll slow it down. We really don't know what happens here. He could possibly have taken out the pastor by mistake thinking it was Marvin, or he actually took out Marvin. There's still another funeral scene that we haven't seen yet, so let me know what you think happens in this church.